Sorry.
Alice, what are you doing here?
I work here.
Work? You didn't even graduate from primary school, yet you're working at a hospital?
I don't want to expose my identity. Can you say that I only managed to get in because of you?
You're here because of Michael's connection, right? You agreed to be his girlfriend, so you can get a job in the hospital.
That's right. You dumped me, so I have to find someone else to support me.
Alice, do you need to rely on someone else's connection for a job? What about the card I gave you? Is it not enough?
Oh no. How can I forget about this? I didn't use it when we're still married, let alone after divorce. I return the card now.
Alice, what exactly do you want? Just tell me what you want. I'll give you everything.
Everything, huh?
Yes.
I want you. All of you. Can you give me that? Seems like Mr. Sanders can do it. If that's the case, please excuse me.
Find out why Alice is working in the hospital. Mr. Sanders, are you saying? There are plenty of jobs to do, but she paying such a hefty price to work here. She must be up to do something. Is there a need to look into it? You know the reason? You see, there are so many hospitals out there. She chooses to come to this hospital where you work. She definitely here for you. For me. It won't happen then. Mr. Sanders, now that Miss Gibbons is getting better, what if things take another turn? Okay. Send someone to keep an eye on it. Report to me if there's anything. Yes, sir.
First is Dr. Rachel, now Elise. Why are they all standing in my way? No, I will never allow anyone to stand in my way. Madam, your surgery is successful. Just 2 more surgeries and you will be fully recovered.
Dr. Rachel, can you tell me more about the charges for the surgeries?
Madam, don't worry about the fees. Just focus on getting well. That's all you have to do.
My son is not a wealthy man. He works part-time and I save all this money to pay the fees. The more I spend, the more difficult his life will be. I'm really sorry.
Madam.
Dr. Rachel, can I stop my medication?
Madam, you've been treating it for a long time. You're going to fully recover. Do you really want to give up now? Madam, rest assured, I guarantee you that I'll cure your sickness. Just relax and get some rest, okay?
Okay.
Dr. Rachel, this patient's bill is piling up. If she doesn't pay anytime soon, we'll have no choice but to hold everything. I'll pay. That's 5 million. Take me to the counter. Okay. This is the patient Elise is responsible for? Elise, I'll let you know the consequences of stealing Harry away from me.
Ladies, I heard that you helped the patient to pay her $1 million bill.
I'm not a woman who is worth several billion. A mere million is nothing.
So why are you always doing things that are not beneficial at all? At this rate, all it takes is another few days for you to go bankrupt again.
Even if I become poor, I still have you guys. Michael, I've already talked to her. I'll cure her for sure. As long as she recovers, I'll pay any amount. That is bad! The patient Dr. Charlton is taking care of suddenly passed away. Her family member is causing a scene in the hospital now. What did you say? Go.
Mom! Why did you leave so suddenly? How can I leave alone? How dare you come again, you incompetent doctor! You killed my mother! An eye for an eye! I'll kill you!
Mr. Bradley, if it's my fault, I'll take full responsibility. However, your mother's surgery was extremely successful. There's no way this kind of problem would exist.
You are the surgeon in charge. Even if it's not a success, you surely will instead succeed. Now my mom's a dead body. What do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Bradley, calm down. We'll definitely look into this matter. If it's really her problem, the hospital will definitely give you an explanation. Why should I trust you? I've heard it all before. She didn't go to college and not even have a medical license. Yet she can work here. It's all because of you. My mother is dead because of this incompetent doctor. You and you, both of you should take responsibility for this. Evacuate the crowd first. Surprise the news. Hey, don't move. What? I got you right. Feeling guilty now. Nobody moves. If the hospital failed to provide me with an explanation, it may be my mother who passed away today, but tomorrow might be yours. That lady was still fine yesterday, but she's dead in just a night. This is really scary. Who dares to visit this hospital again?
Mr. Bradley, if your mother's death has nothing to do with us, and is done by someone, are you going to take responsibility?
What are you saying? Are you saying that I'm wrongly accusing you?
I saw the look on your mother's face. It was clear that she was suffocated to death. Here's what I want to know. Did you touch her oxygen machine last night while you were with her?
You... Bullshit! I had used all my savings just to treat my mother. If I didn't want to save her and have just left her at home and let her die, why would I work so hard and go through this trouble? Even if you are trying to pass the buck, you can't say something too vicious. Exactly. His failure, we saw it. He fed her, cleaned her up, and so on. Hey, I think this doctor is just trying to pass the buck. She is so good looking, yet she's heartless. How evil of her. No matter how much you try to argue, you are the one who killed my mother. I'm calling the police now. The law will serve justice. Mr. Saunders in trouble. What? A patient attended by her has passed away this morning. Her family member is causing a scene now. He's asking Mrs. Saunders to take full responsibility. The police are here. Surgery? How can a housewife perform a surgery? Is she going to take responsibility if something happens? Mr. Saunders, the family of deceased won't stop. What should we do now? Take all the money you can find and mobilize it. Contact the public relations and memorize the impact. All the money, Mr. Saunders, that's tons of millions. Any problem that can be solved with money is not a problem. I'm afraid. Arrange it. Don't let anything happen to Alice. Officer, it was her illegal practice that killed my mother. You must do me justice.
Officer, I'd like to talk to you alone. I have clear evidence to prove that I've been defamed.
No! You said you have proof. Show it to me right now. Or do you want to do something in private? Yeah, if she had proof, she'd have showed it. Who knows what she's up to? Pretty girl these days. A rap to no good. What are you talking about? We enforce the law reasonably. We don't take sides. If you have evidence, just show it. Prove your innocence. We'll give you justice.
Elise, you're still struggling. I want you to be famous. I want you to lose everything. This is my proof.
Impossible. No way.
I'm very concerned about my patients. With the patient's consent, I can start a surveillance campaign. I didn't expect you to consent. You said you're feeling. Are you? Is that who you're feeling?
No, I'm not. It's not like that. I don't want to.
I'm never agreed you. Why did you kill your own mother to do things? Who's behind this?
You are suspected of murder. If you were threatened, maybe you might be able to reduce your sentence. Someone called. I was told to do it. And get $5 million. for defending you. He also gave me $1 billion as a deposit. It was me I got carried away. Let's talk at the police station. Alice, why didn't you show the evidence early? You scared me.
I gave him a chance. He didn't take it. I didn't manage to save her.
Alice, you did your best. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Saunders, I think Miss Gibbons is in the ward on the 3rd floor. She's not here.
Are you okay?
You're worried about me?
Don't overthink it. I'm just worried that you can't bear it if something happens.
I won't trouble Mr. Saunders with this. Even if something happens, I won't involve Mr. Saunders.
Do you think you can distance yourself from me if something happens to you? Don't forget, you are Mrs. Saunders. Your every word and action can affect me and the interests of the Saunders group.
Mr. Saunders, as long as you don't say it, no one will know I'm Mrs. Saunders. Instead of worrying about that, why not go care for your beloved?
I must be crazy. Come over here all of a sudden to care about this heartless woman. Mr. Saunders, didn't we come to support Mrs. Saunders? Why did Mrs. Saunders leave? Don't bother about her. Let's go back to the office. What's going on here?
Useless. Can't even do this right. No, I can't let Elise get away with this.
This is too much, Miss Charter. Do you know who's targeting you?
Who else could it be but Eve? What I didn't expect was that she'd hit so hard.
Miss Charlton, do you want us to mess with her?
There's no evidence yet, but since she's already shown her hand, I believe we'll soon find that man from 3 years ago.
Mr. Saunders, something's not good. What happened? The reporters surrounded at the hospital where Miss Saunders were. Why? Wasn't this matter resolved? Somebody leaked the info to the reporters claiming Miss Saunders never attended school. She has no medical license yet working at the hospital. They're alleging that there was a conspiracy behind it. I told her there'd be problems. She didn't believe me. I'll go handle it, Mr. Saunders. Just leave it. That woman might think I'm busy boy again. She just can't let me have peace of mind. The stupid woman hung up on me again.
What are you up to, Mr. Saunders?
Alice, stay at home. Don't come to the hospital.
Why not? I'm already at the entrance. Dr. Elise. Dr. Elise, according to our information relevation, how did someone who hasn't even attended school become a doctor?
I heard that you caused a fatality during your first surgery. You take responsibility for this matter?
You don't even have a medical license. Who's covering for you?
Hey, Mr. Saunders! What are you doing? You see, aren't you afraid that Mrs. Saunders won't appreciate you? If you wait for the situation to become more critical, then go over. She will surely be grateful to you.
If they go any further, my identity might be exposed.
Oh, sorry, everyone.